Sorry, you caught me when I was doing some art. I've been doing a lot of art actually lately. It's a good way to fill my time. Do you want to see what I was working on? You know what? I'll show you after. Yeah, I'll show you guys after. And then I'll explain to you guys what I did, and then maybe you can do it at home. Yeah, we'll save it for the end today. So, as you know, and as you see, it is Miss Kendra time. So, let us get into the zone. No matter where you are, whether you're at home, in your bed, if you're at a desk, if you're in your dining room table, whatever it is, we can always get that Miss Kendra energy. So, deep breaths, and put your hands up. Miss Kendra energy, into the side, into the front, side, front. What time is it, my friends?
Miss Kendra Time!
It is indeed Miss Kendra Time. And before we start Miss Kendra Time, as we always do, maybe you can go grab someone that's around the house. If anyone's home, a brother, a sister, a grandparent, an uncle, aunt, mom, dad, whatever, if they want to join us. You could pause the video and come back when you're ready. Okay, I'm guessing you're back. So before we get started with a little bit more stuff, I'm wondering how you guys are doing. Really? Let's make it fun. Let's see. Let's check in today by describing ourselves as the weather. So if you were a weather, if your mood was the weather, what kind of weather would you be? I can give you an example. So for me, I would say that I am pretty cloudy, but there is sun peeking through. I feel very good to be connecting with you guys and just, doing some art and trying to find the bright side of things. But I do have some worries. How are you guys feeling? I wonder if you have any worries. Well, last week we heard about some worries from some kiddos just like you. And looks like we got letters from Miss Kendra today. So, let's see. And we'll read them together. Yamale! So, Miss Kendra wrote back to... Oh, and there's a red bead in here. Miss Kendra wrote back to Yamale. So, just like we do in class... I have to save this. Just like we do in class, I'm going to say dear and you say Yamale, and I'll read what Miss Kendra wrote back. Sound good?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Then I'll put that red bead back. All right. Dear Yamale. Reading your letter made me sad. Thank you for sharing your worry with me. I am sure you are not alone with your worry. I'm sorry you lost your dog and your guinea pig. Pets are very special family members. They feel very important to us and they can comfort us. They definitely comfort us. Have you been talking to your grandparents at all? I'm sure he would be happy to know that you're thinking of him and that you love him. I hope everyone around him is doing all they can do to protect and care for him. And that he is well. Sending my love, Miss Kendra. So, yeah, I remember that Yamale mentioned last week that, she was worried about her grandpa. I wonder if there's anyone that you guys are worried about or you can relate to Yamale. Just think about it. And, of course, the red bead. Do you guys remember what the red bead stood for? why Miss Kendra gave out red beads?
For strength.
That's right. Yes, exactly. She would take a red bead, put it in a student's hand, especially when they were going through something hard, squeeze their hand and say, "This is for your strength." Because life is hard. Things on the list do happen. Especially with the coronavirus, we don't know what's going on. There's a lot of worries. And Miss Kendra just always wants people to know that they're strong. So that red bead is for Yamale, and we're going to send it her way. Are you guys ready for the next letter? Ooh, Brandon. Let's see what we got here for Brandon. Another red bead for Brandon. Amazing. All right. Let's see how Miss Kendra responded to Brandon. When I say dear, you say Brandon. Dear
Brandon.
I got your letter and picture and your request for the red bead. It seems like everyone could use a red bead right now. We all need strength from each other. I also feel the way you are feeling and wish nobody was sick. Being sick is not fun, and a lot of people are sick right now. How are you feeling? Are you worried about anyone in your life getting sick? We all have to take care of ourselves and each other right now. I care about you very much, and I want you to know that you and your family are loved and are in my heart and my mind. Love.
Miss Kendra.
It sounds like we all have kind of similar worries right now, and Miss Kendra notices that. I like what you said about being there for yourself and each other, because sometimes strength can rub off on people. And sometimes we can actually, make ourselves feel strong just by holding ourselves in a certain way. Maybe that's how we'll end it today, actually. Have you guys ever heard of a power pose?
No. What's that?
It's kind of like some way to hold yourself that makes you feel confident. Do you want to try it? How about if you were a superhero and you had a superpower that protected you from your worries, what would it be? Think about that. And what would your pose be? Let me think. If I was a superpower and I wanted to block away all of my, worries, or if I just wanted to be strong, even when worries came, I think my pose would be like this. What would your pose be? Let's hold it there for just a minute. Strength power. Okay, and release. That is a very fun activity. I love to do power poses. Anyways, before we end today, I did promise you that I would show you, what I was working on. Do you still want to see it?
Yeah.
I'll show you. Okay, so I was reflecting on what my life was like before the coronavirus and what it's like now. So I did it before and after. So I folded it in half. Oh, let me see. There it is. I know it's not that great, but I'm going to color it in, and maybe I'll show you guys next time. So for before the coronavirus, I drew a picture of school, seeing all of the students I work with, because I got to go into schools and now we can't anymore. And now that there's coronavirus, we're doing Miss Kendra online. So it's cool that we're still doing it, but it is hard for me to not see the students in person. I wonder if you guys miss your friends too.
Definitely.
Probably. I know this is kind of weird, but I was also thinking about being outside. So before the coronavirus, I could go outside all the time without any worries, which was nice, of course. But now, after, when I go outside, I have to wear a mask. And I'm just a little bit more aware when people are near me and things like that. Now, I know this one's a silly picture, but that's a car. Because I was able to drive places and, go visit people. And I can't anymore. So, some thoughts I have now is I miss my family and I wonder how they're doing. I wonder how you guys are doing. But I will say that I've been doing a lot more art during the coronavirus, whereas before, I didn't always make time for it. So this could be something fun for you guys to do. It was fun for me, because it was good to get some of my worries out on paper, to also see how things have changed. But also, like I said, I've been painting more, and there's some positive things that I've been doing with my time. Will you guys try it? It's really fun. Well, if you decide to, I would be happy to see them. But until next time, remember that you are strong. Okay? Let's put our hands over our heart and end together. We are strong. Here, I'll count to 3. 1, 2, 3.